Leeds Tax News. It's Thursday the 5th of May. I'm Matthew Tomlinson.
And I'm Leyla Rose. These are today's headlines.
Thursday elections.
A charity is aiming to raise awareness for the visually impaired by hosting a dining in the dark experience.
And finally, it's exam season at Leeds Beckett University, and the Students' Union are hosting a Stress Less festival aimed at helping students to relax.
Today, the British people will have the opportunity to vote in their local council elections. Millions of people across the country will be heading to the polling station to cast their vote in what is being dubbed Super Thursday. The citizens of Leeds are voting for the Police and Crime Commissioner for West Yorkshire Police and councillors to Leeds City Council. Voting got underway at 7 a.m. this morning and will continue well into the evening, ending at 10 p.m. tonight. Results should be announced on Friday morning. The turnout could be higher than usual due to the glorious sunshine.
Diners in Leeds will be left in the dark as they experience a new challenge at a city centre restaurant.
The Dining in the Dark event is in aid of guide dogs to raise awareness for the visually impaired. Claudia Ballister reports.
Wagamamas have found a new way of trying out their new menu by working with guide dogs to raise awareness for people with visual impediments. The diners will be blindfolded to enjoy a 3-course meal to see what it's like for people with sight loss. Claudia Ballister reports.
Well, basically, it's just to raise awareness for blind people. So people are gonna have the masks on, and they're gonna try and eat without seeing. So it's just kind of a way to raise awareness to see how hard it is to actually what it's like to be blind, basically. It's on Monday, the 16th of May, and it's all for charity. All the money and everything goes to charity for it.
Tickets for the event cost £10 for children and £20 for adults. I'm Claudia Ballister, reporting for Leeds Facts.
West Yorkshire Police have appealed for information about a man wanted in connection with a house burglary in Leeds. Officers want to know the whereabouts of Christopher Dunn from Bradford, who is 45 years old. The man is described as white, 5 foot 5 inches tall, fat build with short brown hair and blue eyes.
Anyone with information should contact Detective Constable 543 Matt Cooper of the Leeds District Crime Team on 0113 385 9360 or via 101 or call the independent charity Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111.
Many families in Leeds are having to rely on food banks and different charities to feed themselves. Food shortages show more and more people are suffering, which result in people having poor diets.
We sent our reporter Naomi Cotton to find out more about this topic.
Recent figures show that there's been a drastic food shortage in Leeds. This means that more and more people are having to rely on food banks to survive. We spoke to Martin Patterson about the current situation about food poverty in Leeds.
The levels of food poverty certainly we've experienced here at St George's Crypt have gone up significantly over the last few years. We are distributing something in the region of 100 food parcels ourselves every week, and obviously that supplements what the food banks are actually sending out. And I think the reality is that food poverty together with fuel poverty are two things which not only are they increasing, but as I mentioned there, they really are becoming more and more the norm for far too many people.
Since April 2015, 25,327 people were referred to 12 of Leeds' main food banks. This means that the situation is greater than ever and as much support as possible is needed. This is Naomi Cotton reporting for Leeds Tax News.
A jeweller from Leeds who's been using his pet dog to raise money to help feed rough sleepers has been told to stop.
Dion Smith has been helping the homeless from a set of steps at the back of his shop in the Corn Exchange since January, but was asked to stop by ambassadors from the Leeds Business Improvement District. This report from Dominic Cazzo.
The charity bulldog sits happily in the window of Dion Smith's shop, next to a sign asking for donations to help feed homeless people. But our owner was shocked to be asked to give up by officials from an organisation aimed at improving the city centre, who said it was attracting too many homeless people to the area.
It started off whereby I was leaving food out with the homeless, where people could donate small change, and that goes towards me buying food, leaving it out on the back step of the shop until last Monday. Got a visit from the Leeds Street ambassadors, basically telling me to remove the food from the step, saying it was attracting undesirable people in their opinion. So I did that, removed the food, and then posted on my Facebook, posted outrage, if you like.
Office of the Leeds Business Improvement District, who had no one available for comment. However, on their Facebook page it said that their actions were as a result of concerns raised by others, but admitted they were heavily handed. Shoppers in Leeds had mixed views.
Someone's doing something good for other people, and to be ridiculed for doing so, I think it's appalling. I think more people should be doing things to help people. Basically.
There should be some more people doing it. It's like we've got plenty of empty properties. Why aren't the homeless in them? Why are they just going to rack and ruin? It's ridiculous. Any help that we can get, give them it.
I've had 5 miscarriages, but it's your husband. His son hung himself at 31 years old. But I still carried on. No need for it. Plenty of work out there.
Dion Smith says he will continue to help feed the homeless, but in future it'll be more discreetly. Dominic Cazzo reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
The PlusNet Half Marathon will take place this weekend in Leeds. Aisha Nazmeen reports.
The event is due to take place on Sunday 8th of May at 9:30 a.m. The race will start on Hedgerow and head out at the city centre before finishing in Millennium Square. The half marathon, staged in partnership with Leeds City Council, and completes the PlusNet Marathon series, which also includes the Sheffield Half Marathon and the Yorkshire Marathon. Around 9,000 runners signed up for last year's event, raising money for various charities and great causes. Please be aware that a number of roads will be closed off on the day. For more information, head over to www.theyorkshireMarathon.com. Here's what the public think of this highlight in Leeds sporting calendar.
I think it's great that people get a chance to get out and get involved, and if the community gets on and supports the project, I think it'll be great.
Like, you'll get more people from different areas that will be taking part of this.
Any marathon, I think it benefits the individual, and of course most of them will be sponsorship for charities and things like that, so I think it's good for anywhere.
This is Aisha Nazmeen reporting live for Leeds Hacks News.
The Transport Union is claiming that travel chaos is set to hit passengers at Leeds Station this month. According to Transport Salaried Staff Association, 100 jobs are set to be axed as part of development put in place by Virgin Trains East Coast. The operator runs services on the East Coast line between London and Edinburgh. They plan to move ticket office staff onto platforms to sell tickets in specially designed customer service zones. Leeds Hacks was unable to get a response from Virgin Trains. However, a spokesman told the Yorkshire Evening Post that customers are at the heart of every decision they make. The operator also states they plan to meet with representatives of the colleagues that will be affected.
We are currently in the middle of exam season, and students everywhere are putting their heads down to make deadlines and revise.
As this can be a particularly stressful period, Leeds Beckett have organised a Stress Less Fest in order to help students stay calm and ease them through this hectic time. We sent Anna Hoyers to find out more.
Exam season is approaching. It's important to take time for yourself to relieve stress. We spoke to the Vice President of Welfare at Leeds Beckett, Sarah Gilborn, about what's on offer to de-stress over the coming weeks.
We do it every year, and it's always something that a lot of people sort of come together to organise. So the welfare officer always sort of picks what sort of things they want to do, and then people from marketing and Student Voice have been helping me to sort of get everything together. So over the next 2 weeks, there's a bouncy castle in the stage at the Students' Union today. There's going to be a ball pool in the stage on Monday as well. There's sort of free sort of nail sessions, manicures, massages, free fruit as well every day in both libraries. I think it's important, like I said in a previous question, you can't expect students, especially if they're really stressed out. I mean, I've been there. You can't expect them to make sure they are taking time for themselves and going out. And sometimes it can be effort to sort of get a group of friends together to go and do something to de-stress, especially if you are sort of strapped for time. So I think it's really important that we're bringing it to them and making it accessible, making it easy, so that they can just spend literally 5 minutes on a break from the library going and getting some fruit or doing something fun for a change. I think it's important to bring it to the students rather than expect them to go and find it themselves.
Remember, taking a break every now and then from revision is just as important as the revision itself. Events are being held all throughout May, and there really is something for everyone, so make sure to give yourself a rest. Don't miss out, give something a try.
We wish the best of luck to all students in their exams and deadlines in the coming weeks. That's all for tonight on Leeds Tax News.
Thank you for watching and good night.